This is pretty big news. I must say, back in the day, I heard President Trump talk a lot about currency manipulation. I haven't heard that much recently in connection with these trade talks.
Absolutely. I mean, if you remember back to the 2016 campaign, that was one of his big themes on the stump, and since then has not been able or is held back from labeling China a currency manipulator. This is really all about something that the administration got very angry about last year, which was as they were imposing tariffs, they thought the Chinese were responding by weakening the yuan and therefore, if you will, counteracting any move to increase tariffs. They want to make sure that that's not going to happen if they get a deal in the future. This is something the U.S. has also been pursuing for a long time, and it would be a big deal if President Trump was able to get a commitment from the Chinese on this. A
big deal, but a bit ironic. We just took a look at exactly what the U.S. dollar is doing against the yuan right now, and actually the dollar is weakening against the yuan. The yuan is strengthening is what's going on here. And I'll put up another chart that shows that actually the volatility, U.S. dollar yuan volatility, is close to a near high for the decade, actually. It's on my terminal right here. So this is really bouncing the currency around. Do these sorts of agreements work?
That's a big question. We haven't seen anything in a trade agreement yet that has really locked down or avoided currency manipulation. They've become a bigger part of trade agreements, going back to the Obama administration even. When they were negotiating the Trans-Pacific Partnership, they were pushing the Japanese to commit to with not doing any kind of competitive devaluations. They've pushed similar things with the South Koreans. We'll see whether these things work. There has been a long-standing view in Washington that this is really something the IMF should be looking after. This is something for the markets to decide. Again, this is another sign of how this president likes to do things differently.
Yeah, differently, including from the Congress. There's a way set up to address currency manipulation, and the Treasury has consistently said they're not manipulating.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think a lot of this is also about domestic politics, though. President Trump's going to have a big test when he gets a deal, if he gets a deal, and that is getting it at least signed off on in name by Congress, even though they're not going to have a vote on it. Chuck Schumer, as you know, has been a longstanding China currency hawk.